So with all that said, let's get to our first company. It's called Queremos. We've got Tiago Compioni, and Bruno Natal, and Pedro Garcia. So come on up, guys.
Hello, hello. Hi, my name is Bruno Natal. I'm one of the co-founders of Queremos, a social platform to crowdfund and promote concerts. We turn fans into investors and help them get the bands they love into their city and even get to watch them for free. So being huge music fans, we got tired of seeing so many bands we love not come to Rio, where we're from, simply because promoters thought they couldn't make a profit. But we knew there were other fans just like us, so we came up with a format to make the whole process of booking an artist easier and more interactive. So here's how it works. We start by selling a Queremos tickets at a discounted price in order to reach the minimum amount needed to confirm the concert. With the concert confirmed, regular ticket sales begin, and if those sell out, those who chipped in first get a full refund and get to watch the concert for free. So, unlike other crowdfunding platforms, not only we get the fans involved, but they have the chance to get a better price when they come in and even get rewarded in cash. So let's take a look at a short video and see how all this works in real life.
First time in my life that we ever played a show that was crowd-funded.
You and the people are co-promoting the show.
It's a bit like being a promoter, but spreading the promoter role.
It's an incredible cooperative system that bypasses sponsorship and all that nonsense.
They know that it's going to be so big that they can put their money into it and they can get it back easily, and that means they also get to see us play as well. So it's great for the fans and it's great for us.
Well, I hope we give the fans a good concert for their investment and their faith and their belief in Queremos Swing.
Thank you for putting the festival on. We couldn't have done it without you.
Mas enfim, você atrai as pessoas para o evento que você gosta também. Então você é o melhor vendedor se você é o sócio.
Tem uma demanda reprimida no Rio de Janeiro desses shows e tem pessoas para pagar por esses shows.
Please keep doing that. I think record labels and promoters, I think they all think they know what's going on, but I think this separates what they think from what you really want. And I think there are active fans like you guys that do this that can change what you get in your country or city for bands. You can get the bands you want, and this is evidence of it. Thank you for bringing this.
Yeah, so we all know, with all the changes brought on with the file sharing culture, the live concerts have become the main source of revenue for bands. So we're talking about a $23 billion market worldwide. But supply and demand are still separated by a complicated network. So promoters need to hire a band without knowing if they're gonna sell enough tickets in order to cover their costs. Artists can't figure out exactly where fans will pay to see them play, and fans alone cannot promote concerts. So us being the only promoters using this platform so far, we have organized 39 concerts, sold over 40,000 tickets, and reimbursed over 7,000 fans. Thank you. So let's take a look at how the platform works. So Paul finds out that Sarah just bought a Queremos ticket for a Bad Bad Not Good concert. Being a huge fan of this hip-hop instrumental trio, Paul decides to join the crowdfund to get the band to play in San Francisco. So at Queremos' homepage, he sees all the bands and all the campaigns that are going on. Clicks on We Want Bad Bad Not Good, and on the campaign page, he can see that other friends are also helping to crowdfund the concert. He buys his Queremos tickets, his face pops up in the mosaic, and he's part of the crowdfund now. There's also a page with all the artists available on the platform, so if Paul clicks in one of them, he can see all the campaigns currently going on, and if his city is not listed there, he can click the button I want it, signaling the band that they want it in his city. On Paul's account page, he can see all the concerts he's attending, where he can share them, and all the concerts he's been to, where he can rate them, and the same thing happens with his friends. So Queremos works also as a promotional tool. First with fans getting on their social networks to spread the words on the campaign in order to help it succeed. And then spreading the words on the concert itself to help it sell out so they can go in for free. The beauty of it all is turning an online event into an offline gathering and getting people together in the real world. And Queremos works with the existing ticketing system for the sale of those regular tickets. And we make money by charging a percentage over the amount raised with the Queremos tickets. We started out with live music, but we know this format has the power to change the whole live event industry, from sports to comedy, from conferences to theater. So today we're launching Queremos in the US. So this campaign we just saw here is not actually just a mock-up, it's going on. Our website is live right now, and we need to get Bad Bad Not Good to play in San Francisco the day after tomorrow. So we need to sell 200 Queremos tickets in order to have this concert happening at the Mezzanine Wednesday, September the 12th. So get on there, get on Queremos.com, start buying those tickets, have a chance to be one of the first ones to be part of all this, maybe even go for free, and let's watch this concert together. Thank you.
All right, judges, what do you think? Any guys want to jump in?
In order for you to strike a deal with a band, do you have to work specifically with the band, work specifically with the venue, and specifically with their schedule in order to have anything available for fans to be able to even have that as an option?
I'm sorry, what do you mean?
So for the promotion here in San Francisco, obviously you had to, I'm assuming you had to speak with the band, you had to speak with the mezzanine, and then you had to make sure that the mezzanine was available.
Sure.
So is that a problem for people looking to put together tours?
Yes, we have kind of a business-to-business ecosystem inside our website where the mezzanine can see if Bad Bad Not Good is available on the date, and the other thing, on the other way around also. If the Bad Bad Not Good want to come to San Francisco, he can go to the mezzanine page and see if that date is available. So if they set up a deal for the business-to-business part, they can start the mobilization and see if the concert happens.
And because we have all the fans involved in the platform already, he can actually know if there's enough people who already want that concert to happen. So we have sort of a filter there to help you out on your choice.
Adding to that, can you talk a little bit about like how does it start? Like, do you start with the bands, and if they have a deal with a label or a producer that might have a deal with Ticketmaster or something, like how do you work with the existing deals that they may already have in place, and kind of talk a little bit more about the ecosystem in the US and how you work with it?
Yes, what we do is basically the mobilization to see if the fans want the concert to happen in their city. So if the band already have a deal with a promoter, we will be like a plus for the promoter, so they can fund the concert and promote it. So after we confirm the concert, all those tickets go to the ticketing agent that they usually do. We just send like a base of users that bought, and they put that on their system.
Did I answer your question?
I think so. So you're saying if they have a deal with a Ticketmaster, you're
No,
not
no.
selling the tickets, they're
Bands usually they have their own booking agencies. So if you want to hire a band, you have to go after their booking agent to get that date. So that's what promoters do. So he can either go through to the band, get that date, and do that on his own, or he can do that through Queremos and be sure that he will have at least the minimum amount needed, so he's not on a loss or anything like that.
How many of the bands in Brazil are international bands that would also be playing in the US here?
The 39 we did, 38.
Yeah, only one of the bands that we've done so far in Brazil, it's actually from Brazil. So most of the bands we worked with are either from the US or the UK.
So do you think there are going to be any significant differences in the market here from Brazil?
I mean, at first, we started this as fans because we wanted to solve a problem for a specific concert that we wanted to see happen. We all come from backgrounds in music industry, so we knew a little bit about it. So we did this concert, then we figured out it was a format, and then every band that comes in through us, they keep asking us, you should be doing that back in the US, or should be doing that in England. And then start talking with those people, we learned that it's not that much different. Actually, the market here is much bigger because you have much more towns for a band to do a tour. Whereas in Brazil, you would say like 5 would be like the top amount of cities you could get a medium-sized band to travel to. And here you have more options and more organized and established business. So it's easier, actually.
I have 2 questions. The first one's kind of a very generic question, which is, How did you come up with it? It's a $23 billion market. I'm used to getting pitched something's always something billion. So I'm curious to hear that. And the second one is a more serious question, which is, this appears to be a commodity service where you could build some brand value through the quality of the site. How do you build up a business that's defensible to competition so there aren't 20 other companies that you have to compete with?
Yeah, about the market size, it's the sum of all the ticket sales through all the concerts that are being made by like Live Nation and all those big companies. It doesn't take like all the long tail ones that are not on the database, but it's basically all the concerts and ticket selling.
Okay, so the gross ticket sales is $23 billion,
yes,
but not the available revenue for your company?
No.
Okay, that was my disconnect.
And the second question?
The second question was, how do you build up a defensible business so there can't be 10 other startups that are all doing the same thing, and you're just basically splitting the market all for 3% market share?
What happens is the database itself is what protects the business, because once it's not only a matter of getting A and B together to get the money, there's also the other aspect that I just mentioned about the fans. So you start getting feedback from the fans, so it becomes a whole ecosystem in itself, where you can figure out where the bands are. I mean, if you start up another platform, you're not gonna have this info. So if you go in there, you can try, but you can be as much sure as you could be if you have access to that info.
Got it. And do you think this should be a standalone kind of IPO-able company, or should it be part of a company like a Pandora, where there's already a huge audience where you could basically sell sales through? Should it be part of a company like Live Nation, which is already in the concert business? I mean, where do you see the company going?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think we have opportunity to have like alliances with these companies in the future. But I think the potential of the platform is that it can be made by the fans and alone in the market, because I think we got an example of what we did with Bad Bad Not Good. Anyone can start a concert through the website, and it can turn for real. In Wednesday, if we get 200 people, the concert can happen.
Yeah, that makes sense. The only issue I have with it is alliances in the music business are basically goes like this. Music company or concert company. You pay me money, small startup, I work for you for free. So that's the only part that doesn't match up the alliances. It just seems like sooner or later you have to be part of a bigger company. But
well, I have just one additional question. Say I'm just going to throw out a scenario. Say I'm in a band and I feel like in a major metropolitan area in the United States I can attract, give or take, 2,000 fans. I come out with a brand new album. I want to set up a tour going around, and say I have a average record label. Can my record label go to you, or do I, as the band member or manager, go to you, or do you guys seek out the fans of my band?
How to answer that in 2 sentences.
The way this is gonna play out, the bands are gonna come after the platform. They can able to open their own accounts and do on their own. We don't have to interfere with that. It's gonna be open.
And we're out of time. Thank you very much, Queremos.
Okay, thank you.